circuit theory, network theorem. In electric circuits, theorems are always beneficial to help find the voltage current in a multi-loop circuits. Network theorems are used for circuit analysis. Circuit analysis is nothing but in competitive exams they are asked to use some circuit to find the voltage current in that circuit. So that's a type of problems we can use the network theorems, and also use from reducing the large network into a small network. That means we can ask to large circuit is like a, here some voltage source is there, one inductor, one resistance, this type of big circuits we can easily find out to using the network theorems, and also use it to the Ohm's law, mesh analysis, node analysis. Some mathematical calculations are required to find out these types of circuits. There are so many network theorems are available, namely Thevenin's theorem, Norton's theorem, superposition theorem, maximum power transfer theorem, and reciprocity theorem. These theorems are very important in a circuit theory. I explain a Thevenin's theorem now. See here, the statement of Thevenin's theorem is any two-terminal linear network containing a energy source and impedance can be replaced by an equivalent circuit consisting of a voltage source in series with an impedance. Here, two-terminal linear network means whenever you have used in any network consisting of a current and voltage in the curve is a linear network, this type of network is a two-terminal linear network. Here resistance value is a constant. Here current and voltages is a linear to this curve, so the resistance value is constant but not yet changed or varied. That means we have changing the voltage here but not change this resistance. That means the resistance is a constant. So this is a two-terminal linear network containing the energy source. Energy source is nothing but it either a net voltage source or current source is called a energy source. And the impedance is nothing but whenever you have using a circuits in a resistor, inductor or capacitance. See here, impedance means in a circuit we are using a capacitor, inductor or resistance. Whenever using the capacitor, it is a capacitive reactance. Whenever you have using a inductance, that means inductive resistance. Whenever you have using the resistance, that means resistance. These three devices are used in a single circuit, that means a impedance. That is, impedance is equals to resistance plus reactance. Reactance is called a impedance. The value of the voltage source is open circuit. Whenever you have find the voltage source, then the terminals are open circuit, so we can find the voltage source. Whenever you have find the impedance measured in the circuit between the two terminals, with all energy sources are eliminated. That means, I take one example, briefly explain the Thevenin's theorem. To prove this Thevenin's theorem, we have four steps. Open circuits the terminals. That means, if any two-terminal linear network containing the energy source, here energy source is nothing but this energy source, and the impedances can be replaced by an equivalent circuits consisting of a voltage source is series with an impedance. This is the energy source and with impedances. And here having a load resistance, that means ZL. I assume that the voltage source is EI and impedances is Z1, Z2, Z3. This is the two terminals A and B. To prove this theorem, we have to have four steps. Step number 1, open circuits the terminals. First step, open circuits the terminals. And step 2, calculate the Thevenin's equivalent voltage. That means, to find the Thevenin's voltage, it can be represented by the VTH. We can also use it to the mesh node analysis to find the voltages between these two terminals. Step 3, calculate the equivalent resistance between the terminals. That means, we can also write that impedance. So, to find impedance, it can be represented to the ZTH. Whenever we have using the resistance, we can use the RTH. Step 4, replace the network with VTH and RTH. Whenever we have using the load resistance, you take a ZL. That means VTH, R2H and RL. Here these three are used to draw the network to calculate the values. This network is known as the Thevenin's network. I take one example. This is the voltage source, 4 volts voltage, and the impedances Z1, Z2, this is a Z3. These two terminals is A and B, and also having a load resistance. It can be represented to the ZL, Z1, Z2, Z3. Here Z1 is 3 ohms and Z2 is 6 ohms and Z3 is 4 ohms and ZL is 2 ohms. Step number 1. Open circuits the terminals. That means, see here, these two terminals are open circuit. Step number 1. I can draw it. This is the voltage source, impedance Z1, Z2 6 ohms and Z3 4 ohms. Here the load impedance is removed. Step number 1 is completed. Step number 2. Calculate the Thevenin's equivalent voltage. That means to find the Thevenin's voltage VTH. So same diagram draw here. Voltage source 4 volts, impedances 3 ohms, 6 ohms, 4 ohms. A, B, two terminals here. Here the voltage between these two terminals is called a Thevenin's voltage VTH. In a voltage source here, it gives the current flows only this direction only. See here, the voltage, the current flow this direction only. That means only the current passes through this loop only, but this current is not flows to this loop because the current flows to these. See here, the current passes through this one. Here it has a open circuit. In a open circuit equivalent resistance is infinity, so that no current flows through it. So this one is removed for here. I can draw this. See here, voltage source Z1 and Z3. This is a 3 ohms. This part is removed here. See here, according to the voltage divider rule, it requires the required branch. That means required branch voltage is equals to total voltage into required branch resistance divided by total resistance. Is called a voltage divider rule. This is a very important voltage divider rule is a very important. Here, see here total voltage is here 4 volts into రిక్వైర్డ్ బ్రాంచ్ రెసిస్టెన్స్ మనకి ఇది 4 volts డివైడెడ్ బై టోటల్ రెసిస్టెన్స్ 3 + 4, that means 4 4s are 16 divided by 17. This value is 2.28. This is the Thevenin's voltage. Step 3. To find the Thevenin's impedance ZTH. Here the voltage source is short circuited. I already know that's point. See here, the voltage source is short circuited. That means I can write now here, this is the impedances. Two terminals. Here voltage source is a short circuited. Here ZTH is measured this side only. So the values are measured to this side. It has a 3 ohms, 4 ohms, 6 ohms. Here 3 is parallel to 4. That means 3 into 4 by 3 plus 4. We know that generally two resistors are parallel. That means R1 is parallel to R2. We can write a R1 into R2 by R1 plus R2. Similarly, I can write this one. 3 4s are 12. 4 plus 3, 7. That is 1.7. Here these two terminals are series with this resistor. So 1.7 plus 6. That means 7.7 ohms is a Thevenin's impedance. Whenever the resistance is a series, we can write a R1 plus R2. Step number 4. Replace the networks with VTH and RTH. This is the resistance. The impedance resistance is 7.7 ohms and the voltage source here the voltage source is required to 2.28. So I can write here 2.28 here. This is a ZL, load impedance, terminals A and B. This is all about the Thevenin's theorem.